it's time for Scraplift Crafternoon with my girls. You'll see a playlist below, so please make sure you check out the players. It's going to be, well, I'm never sure 100% when I'm recording this early part of the week who's on vacation, but Kristen, Anna, Tara, Isabel, and myself, and I think we may be adding somebody, so make sure you check that out. Let me see, so sorry about that. This is the inspiration this week. It's by Cassie Wiscarson, and I've actually scrapbooked her, or scrap-lifted her before. I love her stuff. This has, I remember this paper, it's from a Pink Fresh collection, and it's actually, this is printed, these little lines are printed on here, and she used it, you know, I don't know if I'm honest with you, I think I used it, but I think it went up and down. She's got hers turned this away, and then she has this horizontal photo here with a couple of layers underneath. Now she's used some frames, and then there's some border stuff up here, stuff going on up here with a little bit of journaling, hearts, and then she stamped all these little hearts, or the stars rather. So what I'm gonna do, I have Vicky Boot and Sweet Rush. So she's got a very light colored layout. I decided I'm gonna go the complete opposite, y'all. I'm gonna go dark. I've got this navy blue cardstock with this Sweet Rush collection. I believe this piece of it came in a Scrap Room Flavors of the Month. I did also buy the collection at convention though, because I just thought it was so pretty. And then I have this horizontal picture here of my daughter and my husband. I actually pulled this out for a layout for a different video and then didn't use it. So it was laying here, and I have these cards that I think I'm gonna put behind, and I can create some layers. And then I've got this this set here, this little guy here. These are printed. I think I'm gonna cut these. Now this is a little narrower, I think, than what's on the inspiration, but I think it's okay. So I'm gonna use that. I do have this stencil, and I'm gonna use some paste instead of a stamp. I did some stamping yesterday or the day before. I don't know what day it was. In the recent past, I'm like, I don't want to stamp this time. I'm gonna do my stencils. And then I have, instead of the frames, I have these diamonds, and I've had these a little while, and they are wood grain, so I'm gonna have to, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be interesting. I'm not gonna use this big frame piece here, but there's little pieces inside that I can pull out, and I think I can use that. I think that might look interesting. So that is what I'm starting with, and no idea what the title's gonna be. She doesn't, I guess she has a title, but it's kind of little. No, it's on the picture. It's on the picture, y'all. I may do that. That could be cool, because I have enough dead space over here. Well, it's not dead, it's waterfall, but I think I can work with it, so that could be fun. I'll have to think about that. Okay, well, let me get started, and I'll let you come back soon. All right, gang, so here we are. I have trimmed that piece of like rainbow paper there, and I tore one edge, and then I'm tearing the other edge here. I think that looked kind of cool. She didn't really do that. I mean, there's nothing, I mean, hers was printed on the paper there, but I just felt like it needed to be a little bit organic looking, I guess. I started to use these mats, and I kind of wanted the title or the little word today to show, and I wanted the other little deal to show, but every time I kept trying to make the words show, because they were on the same side of the little card, it made the little layers look weird, like off, like it was too wide on one side. I don't know. It just didn't look right to me. So I end up ultimately just covering up the words. I decided just, you know what, I'm just going to let the colors show, and I have a little bit of the lines showing of the cards or whatever, so I don't worry about today or the other deal. So it's all right. It's all right at the end of the day. It looks really pretty. I like how this turned out. I also matted the photo before I put it on top of those two cards. I used the pink polka dot, and then the graph paper part, where, you know, that rainbow paper was like a full sheet or whatever. It had the graph paper, and I used that as a photo map. Now I'm actually taking a border strip at the top up here. I like that rainbow piece up there because it kind of, you know, kind of goes with the other little piece, but it was a border strip, so I'm going to use that up at the top. And then I decided where she had that big heart, I put that butterfly, and I'm going to end up using, there was a little round thing I had in my hand, but you'll see that in a second. I guess I decided I need to go ahead and glue this rainbow down, because I know that's where that's going. And then I'm going to glue down this other little strip up here, because I know this is where these are going. I like to dry fit stuff just to make sure it's going to fit, or it, you know, looks kind of how I want it to. But then at some point, you know, you just got to commit to it. And that's where I decided to commit. So I'm using my double-sided tape there. I tried to use my ATG gun, but it was a little bit too wide. So it's okay. I'm going to use my double-sided tape there. I'm going to end up coming, this actually came together really, I mean, honestly, the paste had to dry, so there was some time involved there, basically a day. I just had to let it sit there. But other than that, I thought this came together so well. I've actually, like I said, scrap-lifted Cassie Wiscarson before. I believe she is a Hip Kit design team member, and I just love her stuff. I don't know what it is about her style, but I just do love it. It's kind of me. I mean, I'm just going to say it's a little bit simple, but she does really cool stuff too. So I don't really know, but it just always attracts me. So I've used these two little stickers off the little, I don't know if they came out of a sticker book. It was with my little scrap room collection, but I don't know if it's out of a sticker book or if it's just like part of the collection. But you can see I have a few little options over there, and I used two of them on my top piece there. So I got my little butterfly. Now I'm pulling out these little wood grain diamonds. Those came from a hip kit. I don't remember which month, y'all. I've had them for a little while, and I've used them a number of times. I do like them, but I'm going to use these instead of her frames, and I think this looks kind of cool. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't have any other wood grain, so it's a little bit of an, introduction of a texture and a color that maybe not is elsewhere, but I think it looks all right because they are outside, and, you can see trees and stuff like that, so it's okay. I'm kind of poking around on here because there's different little sizes. I'm trying to stay kind of in her same, size vein or whatever. I'm just trying to stay a little bit, an homage to her stuff. And I end up with 5 little diamonds, and I put those down, and I think that looks good. Now, honestly, I should have done the paste and the texture before I put all that stuff down, because I do end up with a bit of a dimensional deal with the paste, but in the end, I don't think it matters too much. I think it's okay. I go down, and it actually doesn't look weird at all. I'm actually kind of happy with how the paste comes out. I do make a little smear, but it's not a big deal. You won't notice it, I don't think. Maybe I should even have told you. Okay, now that little piece right there, it says Dream Plan Do. It was actually like a little paper clip looking thing, and I trimmed off the paper clip part because I wanted the little circles, so that's what I end up using down there. And then I do on my butterfly, I add the little foam tape up underneath the wings, so he'll kind of look like he's flying. And I like this a lot too. So yeah, these pictures here, my daughter's so smart. I mean, she knows I love to scrapbook. She knows I love to make these pages, especially when they go traveling. My poor husband, when he takes pictures, they're never, they're usually off center, or they're too far away, or they're just kind of odd. She does a pretty decent job. I say that he takes pretty good landscape pictures. It's just ones of him. It's just hard to get him to give me my pictures with him in it. Like he went to San Francisco just the other day, or I guess a week or two ago, and I said, okay, take pictures of you. I literally got one selfie, and he's in San Francisco, and he's doing stuff, and I'm like, you sent me like one selfie. I wanted pictures of you on like the little e-scooter and things like that. No, that man does not think about that. He's more of a doer, not a taker of the pictures. I thought about this little banner down under the picture here, but I decided against it. It doesn't really look right, and it's not in the sketch. So I go, never mind. She was right the first time when she did. And I'm looking up here. I do take this little thing. I tore this part. It says do all the things. I wanted that in here, and I ended up putting that on top of that butterfly. He's just sitting there for the moment, but when I do come in and start gluing stuff down, that will get glued down. Now here's where I'm pulling out my little stencil, and I guess I make y'all watch this. I feel a little bit bad. I should have edited it, but it's okay. You'll have to just watch me do this. It's that silver paste. I believe it's Faber-Castell. I did get it from Peace Craft Love at Anna, and she gave me my little spatula, which I love, and I'm using my little stencil here, and I'm just kind of going around where she had the stamps and putting the little star paste here. They're kind of tiny. You can still see their stars. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're real easy to see because this paste is a little thick, and these little star holes are really tiny, but I'm okay with it. I kind of like it. It's like I said, it looks like hers kind of. She's got little star stamps, all over the place. I think I might have missed, did I miss a spot? Maybe not. No, I'm looking at it. I guess I've got everywhere she's kind of got it. So I'll end up just putting these little star paste pieces wherever she's stamped. I'll come up in the top in just a second. Actually, I'll come in next to those diamonds first. So I'm just kind of making my way around. I am turning the stencil because I want a little bit different pattern, of the stars. It's a nice stencil in the sense like it's not, it is a bit, what am I trying to say there? It's like variable or like random, I guess is the right word, kind of. So, but I still turn it just to make sure I don't have the same pattern anywhere. And I'm just kind of making my way around. I like this pastel or this paste here. It's really pretty. It's going to shine and shimmer and all that good stuff. I'll actually end up coming up here at the top, and you'll see me do that too. I'll use a little white pen. I got these pens the other day. A lady somebody on YouTube, I honestly could not tell you who it was now, but she said she uses Arteza smooth writing like white gel pens, and I was like, that's not a brand I've tried before. And my other one was running a little bit low. I typically use the Signo gel pen, but I thought I'll try that one. And I do end up using it, and I do like it. It's a finer tip than the gel pen, I think, from Signa. And I kind of like it because it does allow, it's more like a Mujo pen. Is Is that the ones? Anyways, they're kind of a finer tip. Now, here's where I figured out my title. I'm going to tell you, I had to go off camera for this because I had to figure out what letters. And I ended up calling it Simply Breathtaking. I started off with something like Just Stunning, and then I didn't have enough ends, and then I just had to kind of think about it. So I ended up with this Simply Breathtaking. I'm really pleased with it. I think it's a good title, and it fits on here really nicely. And I think that it doesn't take away from the picture really. You can still see the waterfall in there. You can still, you know, it goes really well, I think. I love this. Now, I will end up coming back, put some little Nuvo glue behind the Breathtaking letters because they don't stick real good, but that's all right. Now, here's where I'm going to grab my T-square, and I do draw little lines on here. This is that Arteza pen I was telling you about, and I have to agree with her. It does work well. I didn't have any skipping. It came out nicely, and the main reason I also tried it was because this blue cardstock is textured. So already I was going to have a little trouble with the pen on top of a textured cardstock, but it worked out pretty well. The journaling just says, Greg and Brooke love hiking to little hidden gems where they find stunning waterfalls. This is not the first waterfall that they've hiked to that they've managed to get good pictures and stuff of. They usually try to find a waterfall. My husband just really enjoys the waterfalls. I think he likes I don't know if it's this. I think he just loves the sound and the majesty of them. When you see a beautiful tall waterfall, it just creates a little bit of awe. And that's all I'm going to do with this layout, y'all. I think this turned out so pretty. I'm actually really excited about it. I say actually, I mean, it's just gorgeous. I just love it. I love that I went dark, you know, it's kind of a foil to her light. And I think this turned out really pretty. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you check out the playlist for all the ladies playing along. I'm never 100% sure, like I said, who all's playing along because I try to do mine early in the week. But anyway, thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my Instagram. Talk soon. Bye-bye.